Hello and welcome. I'm Kira Scrivener, and today we're going to be doing a nice vlog in my car because I went to a thrift store that I absolutely loved. It was wonderful and it had all this really nice furniture, but then I went to the book section and it was all like $1.50 and $2 and it was beautiful. And then I went to the cash and I got rid of a few books because I was like, I try not to spend more than like $12, but they flipped it in half and I got all of these books for $5.60, 8 books. So I want to talk about them. There's a lot of classics, a lot of books that I've already read, but I absolutely love. So first we have Pygmalion. This is by Bernard Shaw. They actually had a whole collection of probably like 20 Bernard Shaw, and I was really tempted to get all of them, but this is a beautiful collection I have. This is the 1910 play that is the basis of My Fair Lady. It follows a lower class woman named Eliza as she gets piffed up in order to kind of pretend that she's an upper class woman. And it's lovely and very funny. Next we have Cranford, and this is a beautiful story by Elizabeth Gaskell, and it's wonderful. It literally says Mrs. Gaskell on it, which sounds really specific and old, and I love it. I love this book, and I was very excited to get this beautiful, small collection of it. Next we have an author that I've been meaning to read for quite a while, and this is Eudora Welty, and this is One Writer's Beginning, and this is a gorgeous cover. I really love the simplicity of it, and it really follows her story from a young girl and her origin of how she became a writer, and I'm really excited to read this. We have these 3 books, which I was so excited. There was 2 editions of several of them, and I almost got them, but these all matched, and I really, really liked them. So first we have Between World Wars, and this is a collection of Canadian poetry from, 1920 to 1939, I'm assuming, and I'm really excited. I really enjoy this collection. Then we have Poetry of the Mid-Century, and this is 1940 to 1960. And this is my least favorite classic cover, but I also really just enjoy this period, and I'm very interested to read it. The last one, which is Poets of Contemporary Canada, 1960 to 1970. This is the shortest range, and I find it very interesting that it has the punk era on it, and I'm loving the idea of reading this, and yeah, reading this collection and reading all of them and seeing. I'm sure that they're probably missing a lot of authors. A lot of authors get missed from them, especially minorities and women, but I'm still really excited to read it. And then we have 2 bigger books, and these were my 2 that were $2, which got reduced to 1. And first of all, we have The Interpreter of Melodies, and this is by Jhumpa Lahiri, and I just read Whereabouts, and I absolutely loved it. So when I saw this, I was over the moon and back. This is a collection of short stories that I believe follows Indian Americans and kind of looking at belonging at home and many other things, I'm assuming, and it won the Pulitzer Prize as her debut book, and she says she's still in shock about it, which I'm not surprised. Like, how can you be surprised when you read Whereabouts and it's just so good? We have The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. I read this last year and I absolutely loved this. I actually preferred it over Station 11, which I know is a surprise because everyone kind of loves Station 11, but I've often kind of feel mid-range about this, but I feel the opposite. I really enjoyed Station 11, but it's definitely not a new favorite when this book just beautifully struck with me. I will admit that I don't remember her writing as well. Like, even though I thought it was beautiful and enamored both times, I remember not processing and remembering as much of the plot as I often do of other books, but I still remember how I felt during it. I still remember the beautiful coalition of American and Canadian writing and like following them, and the way that she just spoke about emotions and growing up and memory and all of these things just really struck me. And even though it's been over a year, I still remember lots of this. I may not remember it as much as every other book, but I do remember a lot of it, and I remember the power this book had for me. So I'm excited to reread it soon. It was also really exciting to find The Glass Hotel because there was so little modern fiction or like kind of anything that was like YA or teen or like just contemporary. Like they had a whole section for translated literature, which I'm going back soon and looking at that. They had a whole for Nobel Prize winners and stuff like that, which is why I found Interpreter of Melodies and a bunch of other books. And they had a whole classic section, and they also had a whole section on Indigenous heritage and on like studies and stuff like that. And I found Ancestor Approved, which I was caught between keeping and buying it myself and putting it into First Free Library, leaving it there for someone else to find it for $1.50. So I wasn't sure about that one, and a lot of the other books I didn't know, so I need to research them and come back. I just wanted to share this quick book haul with you and hope that you enjoyed your reading and writing lately, and tell me which book was the last you bought. Have a great day. Bye.